Barakah Salah to my Muslim brothers and sisters. May Allah accept our sacrifice. The only thing the government can do for our Muslim brothers and sisters is to create an enabling environment, create more opportunities, a viable economy for people to be able to afford a ram or afford the sacrifice they will present to Allah. Not reducing the purchasing power of the people, and the people find it difficult to get something at least to celebrate for the Salah. The government needs to make the economy viable, create more opportunities for the people. Now, once again, Barakah Salah to my Muslim brothers and sisters. Let's move on. Now, of all the regions, the hardest to crack is the South-South and the Southeast. In southern Nigeria, Southwest will naturally align with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu because we understand everybody is tribal. There's nobody in Nigeria that is not tribal. You came from a community, you came from an environment, and that environment will have a toll on you. Yes, you came from a culture, and that culture will have a toll on you. So most people supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu today, they are primarily supporting him because he's a Yoruba man. So going to the Southwest, looking at the three giants we have in Nigeria today, these are from the Wazobia. I don't know how it's been structured. The three giants are Peter Obi, Atiku, and we have Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So naturally, a tribalist who is more tribalist will support a Tinubu, and a tribalist in the Southeast will support, or southern part, will support a Peter Obi, while the North, naturally, they want to support their own brother because politics we play in Nigeria is mostly ethnic and tribalist. Yes, but collapsing southern structures is a must for the APC to be able to compete with northern Nigeria, because northern Nigeria, they are not online church or chow. This one we talk online. Remember the police, the DPO that they dragged and they killed in the north because he tortured somebody, he arrested somebody and tortured that person. Maybe that person died in custody. If it were in the south, they will be making threats online. Those ones, they carry out the actual action. They are waiting for a command in northern Nigeria. This is where we are going, and they will go nomadically like that. So southern Nigeria should be able to come together to be able to form a coalition. How whoever is going to do it, I don't know. One of the hardest is the South-South and the Southeast. Remember Okowa. Okowa and the leaders, the structure of criminality. The APC, the ACN-led APC, they were able to pressure them because most leaders now, they had no clean. So the APC will use EFCC and co to make sure that you bow down to their whatever. So they were able to pressure Governor Kowa. Ibori is there, and the governor himself, former Governor Kowa, and the governor himself, Obeweri, to enter the APC in a shocking move. But the people had refused. Some of the structures in this state had refused to join the APC. So it's a challenge for the APC because, number one, I believe that this election, as they look at APC like this, APC may have written results. But they are looking for a moral excuse to carry out their evil action. They may have written a result, but they are just waiting for the moral excuse. That is why they need to do all they can to make it look like everybody has aligned with the APC in the southern part of Nigeria. Remember that video whereby a woman almost wanted to slap Governor Okowa? The people are angry with Okowa. It's like joining the APC in South-South and the Southeast, like joining the APC is a death sentence. The people that easily join the APC, they join the APC at the federal level, whether it's Senate and House of Rep, very far from the people. But if you are closer to the people and you join the APC in some areas, my brother, even Hope Uzodinma himself is being detested. Even it's an APC state. Even Governor Wifuru, you see, they just blacklist those ones. Yes. Now, Governor Eno, Akwa Ibom says no to Governor Eno of Akwa Ibom State, tells him to join APC alone. Join APC alone, my brother. Leave us out of your brouhaha. Akwa Ibom that was able to reject Akpabio. You know what it is? Till now. With all the things Akpabio as a governor, looking at his performance, I will not say all the things that he did because it's not his money. Even the getting to that position enrich himself and his family much more than the people. The people are poorer, whatever. So all the things, upon all the things that the Senate president did in Akwa Ibom State, they no still enter APC. They jettison him. So it is not going to be easy for this governor to say he wants to join the APC. Number one, he don't cast. That pastor in front of his name should be taken away. Because I don't see a pastor really joining the APC. I don't see. We saw a video of how the daughter was claiming sacrifice left, right, center. So it is difficult for these guys to take their people with them to the APC. That's going to be a challenge. Let me tell you. We don't know what may happen the next day. Things can change. So nobody is at the top of their game at this point in time. Even the coalition, they are all making plans, moving in silence. Nobody's at the top of their game. Nobody should start bragging that APC has done this. APC has done. I hear some people bragging that brag. I'm carefully using the word brag. You don't brag when it comes to politics. Things can just change at any moment. Look at Elon Musk and Trump. What is happening? Money versus power. Just people that were friends, that something just had to separate them. So anything can happen. But what is happening here is that Tinubu is finding it difficult to align Southern support. He might get support from the heads, but the heads will find it difficult to be able to bring the people together to support the APC. Hence, the plan to rig may have been concluded by those ones in judiciary. I told you before that if they ask me who's the head of the executive, I say it's Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The head of the legislature, it is Akpabio. The head of the judiciary, it is Wike. Wike, head of the judiciary. Are you surprised? I'm going to ask. That's how we answer question. Any exam we are faced with. So the APC may have decided to write their elections, but they need something, emotional support, something to back it up. They need an evidence to back it up. If they are going to rig, people came out and they voted. Look at the support in the Southwest. They voted the APC. That's what they are waiting for. But it's getting difficult for them to get that moral support from the Southeast and the South. My brother, you might be watching this broadcast and you can be able to eat 1 or 2 times a day. Or you're eating good food 1 or 2 times, because big man don't need to chop like that. 1 or 2 times. You are comfortable, at least for yourself and your family. And you think it is applicable to the other person down the street. You don't know what hunger. See, the political consciousness now is much more than ever before. You don't know what hunger can cause. You think it's just people will just support the APC like that. Even when you're bringing the money, even when things are, even you the way hunger is now, when you were sharing rice the other time, they brought it to local government. Some people hoarded the rice now because of hunger. Some people had to hoard what is supposed to be shared to the people. I'm telling you, people are into debt. A lot of things are weighing people down. And you think it is by social media that you are going to garner support and votes. So don't think that the APC the APC is ahead. But don't think that things cannot change tomorrow. We don't know anything the coalition can bring and change the whole trajectory. But you understand, those that are chopping belleful are the ones aligning, are the ones saying that APC will win, are the ones saying that this will happen and that will happen. Hey, Governor Umoeno, join your APC in peace and leave the people alone. You are afraid of the structures. That's why you are telling the commissioner, you must join the APC with me. Don't stay in the PDP. They are afraid of the structures. That's why. Don't stay in the PDP and say you can work against me. I will be in control of the APC structure and the PDP structure. Now, they are forgetting about Okowa. Delta people are angry, red angry with Okowa for joining. For Port Harcourt, it is all about politics. You see a Wike, Tinubu go still chop Wike eye very soon. Mark this. Tinubu go still chop Wike eye because power is ultimate. Power is what people look for. Because of power, people can kill their mother, can use their mother for sacrifice. Because of power, people can use their wife, the mother of their children, for sacrifice. So, are you not surprised that a footballer that Wike literally brought into the limelight is working against Wike because he tasted power? So Tinubu will still chop Wike eye, or Wike will still chop Tinubu eye in the long run. So the South is a difficult terrain, but however, the North themselves, they are quiet now. Not that Nigeria is quiet. You can't see updates. Maybe you're expecting today from Erifai or 1 or 2 or 3 other persons to just stir the dust, or they are waiting for the coalition to come together. Like I said, governance is done. Governance is done. What is remaining is politicking. Anything you see the government doing today, just know that they are moving towards politicking. They are trying to prove a point to win elections. It's not the actual governance. Actual governance is justice, equity, and fairness. That is actual governance. It's not a nepotism. Nepotism can never be governance. It's just you're polarizing the whole thing. So just agree that we are in the season of politics. The North is quiet. They're not saying anything. I believe they are waiting for the coalition to materialize, for them to break their ranks and announce who and who is this. Then they can now start going for the jugular. But now the APC is having a field day, both on social media and wherever you go, they seem to be having a field day. But they don't know what is coming. I hope they are ready for what is coming. Because literally, let's not sugarcoat it. Okay, let's leave the Southwest alone. Go to other parts of Nigeria and see what is going on when it comes to... Hey, wow. Now, next, we are talking about politicians in the Southeast not supporting a P2B and his ambition. This is Ned Nwoko. He made a very, very controversial statement that we need to look at. He says, P2B will do well as Minister of Economy. He doesn't have the structure to become president. And also, Igbos are not ready for presidency. If you're watching this broadcast, I want you to react to this. Peter Obi will do well as Minister of Economy. He doesn't have the structure to become a president. And even Igbos are not ready. Are not ready yet for presidency. So what does it mean to be ready for presidency? I know somebody will say alliance. Yes, alliance with this and that, blah, blah. The PDP. What alliance does the PDP have? What alliance does the PDP have? Under an Obasanjo, they changed Senate president like 3 times. Because somebody is going to say they not had alliance with Igbo, with Obasanjo, the president, Abi, with Jonathan and Yaradua. So, the Igbos are not ready for presidency. Igbos are not ready for the kind of system we are practicing. System of psychophancy. See, we have been practicing this kind of system, and those that have been dominating the executive power, they have not, if you look at their report card, they have failed totally. It's a system thing. You cannot run with this system. You will fail and disgrace yourself. So if Igbos are not ready for presidency, just Igbos are not ready to play the kind of politics of today that will get them to the presidency. That is what you will say. And ask another question. The kind of politics we are playing, how far has it gotten us? Is it going to bring good governance? At what level has it brought governance to the people in general? Equity, justice, and fairness. At what level has this type of politics? We know the type of politics now. 2015, APC and CPC, they merged together. 2013 and 2014. They merged together. North and Southwest, they merged together, and other elements that joined the APC, they merged together and they got power. So alliance, Buhari alone could not win those votes. Yes, with his 12 million, they are packaging every now and then. He could not win the presidency. Jonathan beat him. Yes. until there was an alliance with the Southwest, and they were able to do a lot of propaganda, manipulating, and whatever. Even the Gasef was a liberal person, because Amechi of recent is accusing Mahmoud Yakubu of refusing to register new political party. Jonathan was liberal. Unlike if it were a Tinubu liberal care, the coalition will never see the light of the day. That's the system of politics we are accepting that the Igbos play. You must not do it alone, you must align. We must not align with a mentality that does not support. You see, the way the way politicians have bastardized everything in Nigeria, man. Nigeria cannot withstand growth. Nigeria cannot withstand development. We can have our own definition of development in our own mindset. Somebody said development is building medical laboratory. Yes, part of development, infrastructural development. Do we have doctors? Do you have qualified person? Somebody, she used to call herself Tinubu'S daughter. They did a diagnosis on her in Nigeria. She has brain something. Tinubu'S daughter is supposed to go to a very good hospital. We have doctors. They did a diagnosis on her. She has also stuff wrong with her that she needs to do whatever. She decided to travel abroad. And the doctors abroad, I believe in UK, told her that what the doctors in Nigeria told her is not what is applicable. You have a manufacturing plant here. Manufacture, development, because I'm trying to explain development to you, what you believe development is. You have a manufacturing plant here in Nigeria. And you have a fault. Your machine has fault. That particular machinery or that particular thing you need to replace, you will have to wait for it to be imported. You have to wait for it to be what? Imported. Some of them do fabrication, but there are some. The particular part will shut down your manufacturing company, shut down production for it to be imported. You need human skill. Human development first. Human development is the biggest ever form of development. Human development is much more than mineral resources. My brother, there are countries that does not have mineral resources as compared to Africans. Africans, we have low human development. Human development is that you are able to create opportunities for yourself. An educational system with the buildings, with the fine structures, with the many schools all over Nigeria. Every new 6 months or 3 months, they are building new schools all over Nigeria. With the many schools, you go through that educational system and you come out not willing to work for somebody to create an opportunity for yourself. That is when we talk about development. It is not development by... I don't want to say this on Salah Day. You know, some people, or not in churches, other people, you cannot alleviate poverty by giving people Sarah. Or you cannot alleviate poverty by just sharing rice and this. And some churches come out, they share rice, Indomie. You don't alleviate poverty like that. You alleviate poverty by creating an enabling environment and creating opportunities for people to be able to create wealth. Empower people to be able to create. You don't empower people to consume. Empower people to create wealth. That is when we talk about alleviating poverty. But the government, all of a sudden, you share rice. How long will you share rice? As a father, how do you make your child a better? You invest in his education. You invest in him to get more skills. That's how you alleviate poverty. That's how you help your children. You don't help your children by just giving them food. You give them food. And all they know is food. At the end of the day, they will not be productive by just food alone. Yes. The government needs to be smart enough to understand that it needs to create opportunities. Look at how much is being budgeted for street light and other miscellaneous, and how much is being budgeted for NEL fund to fund education. 200 something billion. education alone, but street light and co, they are budgeting 200 something billion. And you expect a country to develop. Go and build house everywhere now. Build house everywhere. Should be have RAM everywhere. People can't afford to buy RAM. Some people will have to. Hey, the government. This government. Hey. Some people will. Why I'm laughing? You see, politics. You know what politicians will do? Those ones that have federal connection, they will share money. Oh yeah, collect 100 million naira in this constituency. Go and buy RAM. Go and buy petty RAM. Sell it at the subsidized rate. It is the same thing. You are just watering down their poverty, which will the water go dry for the body. The water where they pour go still dry. You are watering down poverty. Why don't you rejig the economy? Why don't you focus on critical areas? A government that is looking for good governance, you see such a budget padding. The president keep quiet, but carry out a protest now against the president. They will respond. You're not responding to this thing that is killing Nigeria, this budget padding, this corruption that is going on. You're not responding to it. Peter Obi said that if me and my family stop stealing, I will have reduced corruption by half. As a president, if me and my family stop stealing, I will have reduced corruption by half. How will I stop people from stealing when I'm stealing? So it is. Hey God. May God help Nigerians. Once again, Baraka Salah to my Muslim brothers. God bless you. And we pray for a better system and society that will bring good governance to the people in this current mere geographical expression called Nigeria.